Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I wanted to go ahead and thank you guys so much for all the love you've been sending me lately. I really do appreciate it. So I am feeling a little bit better, but still, you know, you have those occasional days here and there where you feel like ass. So here's one of the days where I feel pretty good. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a first impressions on the new products that recently came out from Smashbox in collaboration with Vlada. So Vlada is a very popular Instagram makeup artist and Smashbox recently collaborated with her. I do follow her on Instagram and I really do enjoy her work. She's so talented. Like, she does this crazy lip art and you're just kind of like, shit, I can barely apply lipstick. How can you do all of that, you know? So when I saw that they released this collection, it really intrigued me because I enjoy her and this collection is bomb. Like, it's such a hot collection. So I didn't pick up everything from the collection. I went ahead and picked up 3 different products, and depending on how these will perform, I'll see if I want to pick up anything else. So the first thing that I went ahead and picked up that I'm going to be using with you guys today is the Smashbox and Vlada Cover Shop Petal Metal Eyeshadow Palette. Now, I really do enjoy these small eyeshadow palettes by Smashbox. I think I own 2 other ones. They perform beautifully, so I have high hopes for this. It has like a beautiful lip over here and then a flower in the middle, really pretty. Once you open it up, there's a mirror and then you are getting 2, 4, 6, 8 different eyeshadow shades. So that's how the eyeshadows look, just like that. And I really love the selection here because these are very like rose goldy type of shades, and I'm totally about that kind of life. So I didn't even swatch this, so I don't even know how it works, but we're gonna hope for the best. And then I went ahead and picked up 2 different highlighters. Oh, and then the eyeshadow palette retails for $29. It's available on Ulta and Sephora. I will leave all the links down below. So then I went ahead and picked up 2 of the highlighters that's part of the collection. We have one that's called Romantic, and let's see how this one looks. I didn't even open it up, but oh my god, the packaging is hot. Such a masterpiece of its own. You open it up just like that, and there's a mirror right over here, and then here's how this looks. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up in a second, but damn, I hope that's gonna work well for my skin tone. So that's called Romantic, and then this one is called Gilded Rose, and this one I know is more of like a champagne-y type of color. So again, that's how the packaging looks. This has a nice feel. It's not super beyond like luxurious, oh my god style, but it still feels really nice and high up there. It opens up just the same way. Of course, there's a mirror, and then you are receiving this gorgeous highlighter. So let me show you guys a close-up because they're to die for. So here's how the highlighters look up close. You guys can see the detail is so pretty and just like super precise, and it just literally looks like a rose. I'm so obsessed with it. I hope they perform as well and as beautiful as they look. And these highlighters do retail for $39 a piece. So first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is use the eyeshadow palette. I am going to work after this, so I don't want to go too dramatic and heavy, but I do want to do more looks in the future with this because there are some really nice stunning shades in here. So I did go ahead and wash all my brushes, so we are good to go. And let's get started. I pretty much did my entire face. So yeah, just eyeshadow I need to do, and then highlighter and mascara and all that stuff. Okay, let's go. Okay. All right, what's up? Actually, let me show you guys swatches first. Okay, so here we go. We'll do 1 swipe swatches. Really pretty. Okay, so from what I see here, there are, what is it called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 metallic shades and 2 mattes. So here are the remaining. So pretty. I will say that this matte brown shade is a teensy bit weak, but I feel like it's gonna apply nicely on the eyes. Like, it has that kind of feel to it. So that's the matte, and then this one is the matte, and everything else in here is a metallic finish. And then here's how it looks close up. I really, really love the selection of colors. So my style. Yes, I can't wait to play around with this. So what I realized in here is that there's no like setting shade, which is kind of a bummer, but again, not the biggest deal of life because I can always use a loose translucent setting powder or something like that. I'm going to be using a Morphe 521 and just taking a cream shade from a different palette, actually from the Lemonade palette by Maybelline. And I'm going to set my eyes with this. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go ahead and use is this one, which is the matte, kind of like brownish, light brown color. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it on the same brush. This is the Morphe M521, so I'm going to use the same one. And it does pick up a nice amount on the brush, a little bit of kick up, I'm not going to lie. you have to tap off the excess for sure. So let's see what is up. I think this brush is a teensy bit big, but it's fine. It's applying very nicely. It's a really beautiful mid-tone brown shade, and it's the type of color that you'd be able to build up very easily. And it's very pigmented, actually. Okay, so that's how it looks upon first application. Not bad at all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and build it up just a teensy bit more. Whoa. Just to give it a little bit more depth. Oh my god, this brush is so messed up. Like, what the hell is this? You see? Do you see that? Okay, whatever. I didn't even realize till now. So that's pretty much it after I set down the first matte shade. Really nice. It seems like it's very creamy. It blended out very easily, very fast, and no problems there. The next shade I'm going to go ahead and use is this one, which is the other matte shade in here. It's like a deep ass chocolatey brown. I'm gonna use that on a Morphe M433 brush. I do really wish they would have had at least one more shade between this matte shade and this one, because I feel like from this to this, it's like super dark, but whatever, let's see how it's gonna work. Hope it's not gonna be dark as hell, or else I have to take it off because I don't wanna go to work with super dramatic makeup. You can see what I'm doing with this and pretty much just putting it in the crease, and it's sitting very, very nicely there. I'm also kind of putting it a little bit in the outer V part just to create a little bit more of a rounded effect, but really nice. I love this color. It's not too cool toned. A lot of times with like deep brown shades, I feel like it leans a bit more cooler, but I feel like this is just very neutrally. I'm really liking it. I think it's blending out very fast and very, very easily. And it's crazy pigmented. Key. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and use a Morphe M518 just to blend everything out, so there's no like harshness and it doesn't look too beyond, you know, there. Okay, so what I realized with this brown shade here is that it is very pigmented. It does apply pretty nicely, but it does blend away into nothingness if you keep blending and blending and blending. So you would have to go ahead and build it up. This is with like a few applications. I went ahead and built it up like, I don't know, 3 times because every time I kept putting it and blending it, I felt like it was kind of blending into nothing. So that's something to keep in mind with that shade, but it still is a really nice brown color. For the lids, I'm going to go ahead and use I think I'm gonna use this shade right over here. It's a really beautiful, I don't know, brownish rose goldy type of color. I'm gonna use that on my fingers and just apply it on my lids. I will say that the metallics are butt soft, like really deliciously feeling. So I'm gonna apply that on there. I'm gonna go back in with the deepened brown shade. I feel like now that I'm looking at it, it's not really blent too well, as well as I like it, but this really nice metallic-y shade is stunning, so I love that. Okay, so that's pretty much how it looks with the metallic shade. I'm gonna go back in with a flat brush and just fix up the brown shade. I feel like, I don't know, it's just not blended too well, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, it's so funny, when I look there, it doesn't look good, but when I look close up, it's like, it's not that bad. But let me just fix it up a little bit. Sometimes I like taking like a flat shader brush just to get like exactly in there to make sure everything is blended out for its life, you know? I also did realize that there is no fallout, which is amazing. All right, next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is probably take the same flat brush. This is the Bedalium Tools 774 large shader brush, and I'm gonna use the brown shade, the deep brown shade that we used, you know, second in the crease, and I'm gonna apply that on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out because it looks insane with the M433 brush. Oof. Okay, so how I like to do my lower lash line, honestly, is just throw on the color, make it look crazy as hell, and then just blend it out. Sometimes I just have no patience going in with the lighter shade, with the middle shade, with the almost deep shade, and then the deep shade, you know? It really depends on what my patience level is on. But yeah, sometimes I feel like it doesn't make a huge difference for me, so I just go in with the darkest one, and then I usually make it work with blending it out. and it's working pretty nicely. Okay, so let's go ahead and use liner. I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner in the shade 0. Okay, so what I did was just line my waterline. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Sigma Pot Gel Liner in the shade Wicked with a just a random angled brush and line my upper lash line just a teensy bit. I don't think I'm wearing lashes today. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 mascaras. This is the Kiko Milano Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara and then the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I have my 2 favorite mascaras like over there, but I just don't want to get up. So I'm gonna use the L'Oreal one first. These are also really good ones actually. I really enjoy them. So since I'm not gonna be wearing lashes, I'm just gonna coat a generous amount so that it'll look fluffy and large and huge. Okay, so this is how the whole eye look looks. I think it came out nice. Now that I look at the whole eye look, you know, in general, as a whole, I like it, but I'm not beyond blown away or obsessed. This is not a look that you can create with other palettes that you might have, so I don't know if you necessarily need this per se. And then also, I don't know, I feel like that brown shade was nice, but it was a little bit of a pain as well. So I definitely want to go ahead and play around with this a little bit more to see what other looks I could come out with. But just overall, in general, I think it's nice. It's not, oh my goodness, but it's just nice, you know? Definitely let me know what you guys think of this eye look. I would love to know. Let's go ahead and move on to the highlighters, which are the products that I'm essentially the most excited about. So I'm gonna be using the Gilded Rose one because I feel like the other one might be a bit too deep for me. This is how this one looks, and I'm gonna take a little bit like that. This is just first impressions. Just swirling the brush in there. It's kicking up a nice amount of product, and there's a little bit of product on here. It doesn't look like it's too much. I like my highlighters super intense, so let's go ahead and see. It's I don't know what to say. I'm a little bit underwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. It is a very nice highlighter, and I feel like it suits my skin tone really well, but I feel like it's a bit more subtle, something that I'm just not so used to. Maybe it would be great for work, but like, you know, generally I don't like to wear such subtle highlighters. It does say here on the box that if you want a subtle glow, use a fan brush, but I'm not using a fan brush. It says here for a more intense payoff, use a denser brush, and this brush is pretty dense. But for a maximum glow, use the Petal Metal Primer, which I feel like is bullshit, because if I could use any primer, you know what I mean? Not the actual Petal Metal primer. So let me go ahead and build this up. I guess when you build it up, it does add a really nice glow. You guys can see, it's pretty nice actually. But just right off the bat, the first time, I'm like, not really. What's interesting though is that it is like a goldish highlighter, but it has like a pinky purpley undertone to it, which is interesting. So it is different than what I'm used to. Just from first impressions, would I go ahead and reach for this over other highlighters that I have? I don't know, not necessarily. I feel like maybe, because if I'm going for a more natural glow, then probably, which I have been going for lately, so yeah. But if I'm gonna go for that full intense, like, you know, makeup look, I probably won't go ahead and use this. So let me know what you guys think though, how you think it looks on, if you picked it up, if you think it's nice, if you think it was a waste of money. I would love to know. But I'm also gonna go ahead and highlight my inner corners here, because I'd love to do that as well. Okay, so then I just pulled out any random lipstick. For lipstick, I'm gonna go ahead and use this MAC lipstick in the shade Creme de Nude. It's just a basic, it's a basic typical nude color. It's so funny, I feel like by adding, whoa bro, this is so concealer-like. Let me get something else. Okay, let me go ahead and use this one. This is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks in the shade Snob. You guys can see. I used a nice amount. I'm just gonna apply that on top. Oh my god, this is my go-to. Literally. Okay. I don't know, I'm not feeling both shades. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty nice actually. I don't know, I feel like a country girl now with this shirt and then this makeup. Oh, I forgot to go ahead and swatch the highlighters for you, so let me go ahead and do that. So here's how both of the highlighters look. This one right here is called Gilded Rose, which was what I demonstrated today. And then we have this one right here, which is called what is this called? Rosemantic, my bad. And you guys can see it's more of like a rose goldy kind of color. So hopefully you guys can see how they swatch. They do swatch pretty subtle, but they don't have any kick up or like fallout. They really do just sink into the skin, which I find really interesting and, you know, nice, because that's what we all want, you know. But I do kind of wish they had a little bit more of a punch to them. I will also say that the consistency of the highlighters are not necessarily a baked gelée formula. I feel like it's kind of a hybrid between that and a powder highlighter. So kind of in between both of those, more like a gel feel. I don't know. It doesn't feel butt-like really, but it's like, it's soft, you know, it's interesting. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the first impressions and the baby demo that we had going on today. Definitely let me know what you guys picked up from the Smashbox and Vlada collection. If you were very, very into it, or when you received it, you were a little bit underwhelmed. I would love to know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.